part?
Right here on what was called just Sideburn then. Yeah, but it's Zion Drive now. But I live right down the road from where my house is now, because the land where my house is, my mother gave to me. It was part of, all of that was family land in it. But I'm the only one in my family that built a house there. But we'd walk to school when you got there.
So you would walk with a group of your friends?
All of the kids that were going, and the teacher.
And the teacher. Who was the teacher?
Our first teacher was Miss Hines. Was it Norma Hines?
Norma Hines.
That was our first teacher.
Yeah. And how did it start? How did your day start once you got...
Get to school, you'd make a fire if it was winter, and then you'd drink.
The children made the fire?
The children and the teacher made the fire in the big old stove, and then...
How many students were there in that one-room school? It's one room,
It was one room, and she taught from the 1st to the 7th grade.
How many students were there when you were there?
I can't tell you how many. I know it's at least...
How many were there when you were there, Mrs. Lack?
Well, we all were in the same...
Mrs. Jeffrey, excuse me. Oh, were you together in the same class?
Yeah, we were all in the same building.
All three of you were there at different grades in one room?
Yeah.
One teacher?
One teacher.
How did she make all the children behave?
Well, you learned that at home.
You learned that at home, and you carried it on.
Learned it at school too.
That's right.
Because they taught the children and they teach the children, but them children couldn't be bad because,
that teacher would take that
paddle. She had a paddle.
They would actually, you'd get a spanking in school, and you knew that if you didn't behave, the teacher would whip you.
And so you started by making a fire.
Yeah, you'd make a fire, then we'd make, she'd line up all the kids, and you'd have to take a spoon of cod liver oil. The county furnished that.
Cod liver oil.
Cod liver
and the
oil.
County furnished that?
County furnished it.
We never got sick.
And then you make hot chocolate, and
everybody made hot chocolate.
No, the teacher would make hot chocolate, and everybody would drink hot chocolate.
What time did you usually get to school?
You remember
we'd get to school about
the rice?
We'd get to school about
you remember?
8 o'clock, I guess. Class didn't start before around 9. And then you had a recess at 10 or 10:15.
Sure did.
Yeah. We had 3 recesses, 10, then we had lunch at 12,
and
then you go outdoors to play, and then at 2.
2, okay.
Yeah. Then at 2 you'd have another recess. When did we learn?
I don't know. We did pretty good though.
But we did pretty good.
And what time does the school end?
3 o'clock.
How long does it take from the school to your home? You walk back at 3?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we leave school at 3, and we get home, I guess about 3:30, 3:45, because you'd run. You were young then. We'd run and play, coming through the woods.
If it was going to rain or storm, I excelled my running. Oh gosh, every time it was lightning, I'd just petrified.
But see, the way we walked is, where the bowling alley is now, at the foot of the hill, we made a cut right through there, across the railroad track and through those woods. And it would bring us out just below our cemetery over in Burke. See, we had a shortcut. We didn't go all the way around the road unless it snowed. Then if it snowed, we had to walk all the way around the road. It would take us forever to get there.
So you left the school at 3. What time did you get home?
About 3:45.
So almost about 45-minute walk. Running
or playing.
Running, playing, talking, whatever with your friends.
Did you run into crowds?
First grade would be, first, second, third, the fourth would be on one side, and then fifth, sixth, and seventh. Yeah. The people had the grades separated, with table. You'd sit at a table.
Okay.
And like all the first grade students would be at a table, and then the second. And then she'd give you your work to do. While you'd be doing your work, she'd go on to the next and on to the next.
So you wouldn't talk to your sister during the class?
No, we weren't in the same grade.
So you were in the same room, but you didn't talk?
No, not with each other.
No, not to recess.
At recess.
So lunchtime. No, you didn't.
And we
do a
used to
lot
go
of
to the
talk.
back and play ball.
In the back? Was it a big yard outside? What was the yard like?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
Nice size, y'all. You go out there and play jump rope, dodgeball.
Yeah, we used to play ball. We hit the ball with
Yeah, play baseball.
Yeah, because the Gassons used to, Boy Gasson and Clifford and all them used to be able to play.
What is your most memorable experience in that school? If you were talking to your granddaughter and she said, "How was it?" What would you talk about?
Fun.
It was fun.
And you learned. You had a little fun, but you also had to learn.
You had a very good teacher, Mrs.
Yes.
Hines.
Yes.
You didn't know Mrs. Brown, Henrietta?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she was Miss Gould, wasn't she? And then she,
Brown was the last one.
Right.
yeah, but wasn't it Miss Gould, and then she married, she was Miss Brown, and then she turned to Miss Gould.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
she used to teach at Pleasant Living Oaks.
I don't know, but she said it Miss Wright.
Yeah, but I mean, she used to teach at Living Oaks too.
Because when we first started riding to school, the Immediate Relief Association bought a station wagon.
Oh, the county did not give you
Oh,
a...
no, indeed. Not for us. They had school buses for the white kids, but
Yeah, I saw
Yeah, the
the
county
board
didn't
minutes.
furnish any
The
transportation
county,
for us.
I think Mr. Hamilton went and asked for transportation, but they did not.
they didn't give us any transportation.
Who was it that gave you the...
The Immediate Relief Association.
That's the one in
all
the
of our
Penn Center?
parents.
In the Penn Center.
Well, now.
Oh, I
But it used to be in the old church around here. My mother and all of them belonged to it, and they bought a station wagon, and the teacher drove the station wagon. That's when we got to ride to school.
And we used to ride with Sidney.
Sidney
Sidney
Folks.
Folks, and we used to pay 25 cents a week.
He was the bus driver too,
And you had to pay 25 cents a week,
week.
to Mr. Fox?
No, Sidney Folks.
Sidney
Folks. Folks. Oh yes, they're buried in the
And
cemetery.
he
The
was,
folks.
what was his job?
School bus
He
driver.
drove
was
a school bus when they
for the-
finally got, that was for high school though.
Yeah, for high
That-
That was what's going drove the school bus too.
Who?
Willie Martin.
For high school,
Yeah.
but not elementary.
Elementary. When my children was going to school.
Your children, but not you. No, she's not talking about your children. She's talking about you. No, they didn't have. I know they didn't have no bus when you went
We didn't
there.
have no bus when
You footed it just like I did.
So Mrs. Brown got to ride the bus
to
to high
rode the bus
school,
1 year.
but not to the elementary school.
No, not to the elementary, only to high school. And
At your second year.
My second year, okay.
Yeah. And after that, you stayed on
I
campus.
stayed on campus because the bus was either breaking down or we got caught drafted out in a whole bunch of snow and we had to go to, some families of the children that they would let us, take us into their house and we would stay in there. Sometimes you had 10 or 12 children plus the ladies' own family, but they would give us food and stuff, to tide us over till we could get out. So then after that, that's when Mama decided I would stay on the campus.
Oh, you were going in the morning and going back in the afternoon from
It
Manassas?
started out that way, but
That's what, 2 hours each way?
You'd ride the bus, sure.
yeah.
That's
And the
tiring.
bus,
Huh?
the bus went from Fairfax, you went through Harrington, Centerville,
Picking up
and
people.
picking up kids all the way from here to Manassas.
So what time do you arrive at Manassas?
You get there in time for class. Class started about 9 o'clock.
And what time did it end? 3 or
At
4?
3 in the evening. You had a full day.
Oh.
The kids, everybody in the communities, we'd all get together and just had a good time. We just had good times when we went to school. It wasn't like now. you know, the kids wasn't fighting and we didn't fight each other, and you know, like the kids do now. We didn't have gangs and all that stuff. No.
Yeah, gang.
We would carry, like I would carry lunch to school. We would carry lunch. Like if we had.
What lunch would you have?
What would we have? We maybe would have egg salad sandwiches, or if we had fried chicken left from Sunday, then Monday you carry chicken sandwiches, or bologna and cheese, you know.
No Coca-Cola.
No, we didn't have no Coke.
No soft drinks.
No, you drank tea, iced tea. Yeah.
So you would bring
we
iced
didn't
tea
no, we drank water. Oh, that's all we had would be water.
They had water in the school?
No, that's what you pumped. That's where you had the pump. Outside pump is where you went and pumped your water from.
So you had an outside pump to get the water.
To get the water from, yeah.
And you put it, where do you put it? In a big bottle? Cup. Or in a cup?
Yeah, you put it in a cup, or you have a dipper and a bucket.
I see.
You know, like you'd have a tin bucket there with a dipper in it. You pump water, and then you drink out the dipper. Everybody drank out the same dipper.
Do you eat inside the school or you eat outside?
You'd have lunch inside the school.
Inside. So you have the break and you eat outside.
You have lunch, and then you go outdoors and play.
Yeah. And Miss Brown, you had what was your most favorite memory of
having plays at school.
Plays?
Yes.
So did you wear costumes?
Oh, yeah.
What was the...
I can't remember the name of all the plays, but we used to have some pretty good times.
Mostly Paul Lawrence Dunbar plays.
Yes, and I was very good with
Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
And what role did you play? What was your favorite?
Oh, whatever. As long as it was talking, that was my favorite. Yeah, you always they used to have a platform. You always go up there with Christmas time and sing.
There was a platform inside the little school.
What was the favorite note I'd be trying to play on the piano?
There was a piano in the school?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the county furnished the school? Or did you furnish? Did the community furnish?
I don't know.
But you know, we had, what was the lady, Mrs. Moore?
Yeah.
Was the supervisor from Fairfax County. She come around and saw that we got that cod liver on there. I don't know about the piano.
Oh. And you know, all of us, we never got sick, but all of us took the cod liver all like the same spoon.
Sure did.
Oh, one spoon.
One spoon.
25 or 30 kids.
It didn't take that long to put a spoonful in your mouth. And wipe it off the spoon.
There were boys in the school.
Sure.
Did they work in the farm? Did they help in the farm?
If they had a farm at their house.
What were your parents working on the farm, or what were your parents doing?
My father dug graves at Arlington Cemetery.
Okay. And what was
mine did too.
Mama was a housewife.
All right. How many were you in the family?
Her and I.
Oh, the two of you. Oh, okay. How many were you in the family, Mrs. Jeffrey?
15 children.
15? You all went to school at the same time?
No.
How many are still alive? How many of the 15 are still alive?
How many? Oh, it's 6 of them.
Just 6 of y'all.
I think it is. We might have to count them. Anna, me, 4 of us, and Alvia, Judy, and Helen.
That's all?
That's all I live.
None of the boys?
None of the boys, all the boys go. They died first, it was 5 of them.
Yeah, I know Patty and brother Norman.
And then it's Hawk and then Norman.
Yeah.
And then Freddie. You know, he got killed right there.
Now, Mrs. Jeffrey, what is your favorite memory of going to Pearson School? Yes. Or even the church. Yeah. What was your favorite?
Because I know I was going to play and I didn't have to work.
You didn't have to work. What would
work home, you know, like I
I loved it. I mean, it was great. I wanted to be with all of them.
And the teacher was very good. You liked the teacher.
Teacher was
Did you do a lot of outings? Did you go out on trips? Did the children go out on trips? No. Not like today?
No.
Nothing to go on the trip.
No.
Yeah, you know, our parents had cars, but you know, they just had
Supposed to go and shopping.
supposed to go shopping or something like that. They raised money to prepare the steps on the front of the church. That's why it's a plaque on there with their names on it.
How did they raise money?
They would have dinners, predominantly, mostly, just sell dinners, or they used to have things called box lunches.
Oh, that used to be
that.
What are box
I was
lunches?
a little girl and they used to do that at my
Yeah, like Romaine would fix the box. Well, you know, Romaine would fix the box. I would fix the box. Thelma, you know, everybody would fix boxes, and then the men would bid on whose lunch they wanted. That's the way you raise money, and then you would eat. Yeah, and then you would eat with the person that bought your box.
Yeah.
You know, like a box would like have a complete meal in it, like fried chicken, potato salad, rolls, and you'd have a dessert and a vegetable.
I go down there.
So Mr. Dennie bought lunch.
Before going to bed, and they sit down and talk to her. She used to wear this apple blossom cologne. Oh, it smells so good. And I could, do a little dab on it. But she used to always tell me she never washed her face with water. She only used oil water. And that's why I never use soap water on my face. I would just use oil for some kind. And I was copying after her and trying to talk like her. I used to try to copy talking like her.
Like Mrs. Hall.
Yes.
Dorothy Hamilton Hall. Let's see.
Right.
Yes.
You was supposed to bring Daddy would take us in the car
And then let us off at different
at
houses.
different houses. People that we knew.
I see.
Only to black people's houses we would go. We would. And that was people in the neighborhood.
Well, the neighborhood was mainly black.
Black,
wasn't
right.
it? Yes.
But the Hopkins lived on the corner. We knew them. That was a white family.
Yeah.
Clyde
And
Wood.
Miss Dyer and Clyde Wood. Yeah, that was two
down
white
by the railroad
families.
track.
And you don't go and do the...
Yeah, we would go to them.
Yeah.
Oh, you
We
would
knew
go?
them.
You would
Yeah.
go to them for
Because
Halloween,
we would go
trick-or-treating?
Because we would go to the Hopkins and buy milk
And butter and
and
eggs.
butter and eggs. So we knew them. And Miss Dyer was just, she used to come to our house and sit and talk to my grandma. My grandma would hate to see her come because she'd stay all day. But she did.
What would you talk about?
Everybody in the neighborhood and anything and everything. Miss Dyer would come, but she was a white lady, but who cares?
And Liza. That's
Yeah,
what they call
they
her.
all used to call my
Dyer.
grandmother Aunt Liza.
I
Her
see.
name was Eliza Tim.